Welcome to the MTD Technical Corner. Today we have the pleasure to be joined by the founder of MTD, Paul Jones, and we also have the privilege to be reviewing the Unika range from Gruppo Parpas. Now they have three different models within the range: the Blisk, the Blade and the Mecha. Now these machine tools are very specific to their applications. Let's start with the Blade.
Yeah, well, you're right, they are, and so often and commonly both mean the same, I suppose. We talk about machines being created and crafted to do a variety of different functions. You know, mill-turn machines, milling machines that can turn, turning machines that can mill. This machine, as you correctly identified, is specifically really for a task. And if you're machining a blade, this is absolutely perfect, because you've got this kind of travelling column style machine with you can only class this as like a between centres, but it's not. It's more than that. It's built into the machine. It's like two full fourth axis units that are actually integrated into the base of the machine in order to support the blade, but not only just support the blade, but actually synchronise while the blade's being machined, which, as you know, with blades, it's so important to get the precision right.
Absolutely, Paul. I absolutely love this range of machine tools because they seem to be the machine tools have been designed and built around the component rather than being a generic machine tool for multiple components, as you alluded to. With the rotary tables being synchronized for the blade production, you don't get any kind of lag from one rotary table to the other, and there's also movement and stroke in between them, so if you're doing smaller blades or larger blades. And then you've got the jerk rates, acceleration and deceleration, and when you come round the blades. But that is what it's designed for: blade manufacture, aerospace blade manufacture.
And you've got to look at how the machine's built here, which they lead into. The fact that these are not casting, these aren't cast bases, these are alloy steel bases, which, you know, is done for weight reasons, is done for rigidity reasons, just to give you a brilliant foundation to be able to machine those blades accurately.
So that foundation, where it all starts from, Paul, is one of the keys. I mean, you know, we always say, you know, the foundation is where everything's built upon, and by having that kind of special alloy foundation, it really does enhance the machine tool performance. Now we're going to move on now, Paul, to the Blisk manufacturing machine from Unika, part of the Gruppo Parpas range of machine tools. Now, horizontal spindle, a trunnion configuration. Why is it so important that the spindle is in a horizontal orientation?
Well, this is a good time to talk about this, because this actual is common throughout the previous machine and this one as well, where you've got this horizontal spindle. You've got an encasing round it as well, which gives it full support as the ram's moving in and out, which and also certainly with this, what you don't want to do sometimes is move the y-axis towards the spindle, because you're carrying all that weight backwards and forwards. Why not move the spindle to the part, which is what you're doing with a ram, which that you've got here. Now, the fact that you're machining a Blisk here, again, the ultimate in precision, in accuracy, harder materials, you know, all of those dynamics you talk about, jerk rate, very, very important with this style of application. This trunnion in itself is huge. You can see it. I mean, you know, this is a real mammoth, solid table here. And again, it won't just be supported one side and driven the other. It will be driven both sides, which is key in order to get the most dynamic machining capabilities.
Again, synchronization, Paul, and accuracy and surface finish.
Perfect for blades, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Sorry, for Blisks.
Blisks and impellers, absolutely perfect application. Moving on to the final model in the Unika range, the Mecha. Now, this has got a rotary table built into the bed of the machine. The head looks like it's a tilting head here, Paul. Can you tell our audience a little bit more about this particular model from the Unika range? Yeah,
well, I mean, what you've got here is more of a machine that's sort of built for multi-purpose reasons, really. So again, you're not pigeonholing this one specifically to an application. You're talking about versatility. You're talking about a table here that's got an axis movement, a C-axis, call it, in the bed of the machine. More scope for larger parts. Travelling column, again, linear motors. These machines. So linear motors are great for accuracy, they're great for speed, less wear. All of those things are quite important when you're looking at how the machine moves around. So this machine would be focused on speed, accuracy. Again, you've got your horizontal head here, which is your y-axis, which is coming out from the RAM itself, which means the table's fixed, which means you're not moving a big table left to right or backwards and forwards, which again, when it comes to a machine wearing and the machine's longevity and repairs that you might need and maintenance that you might need on a machine, they're going to be less when you've got a machine that's built in this way.
And all these machines come with thermal compensation. How important is this?
Controlling accuracy, controlling precision on small, large and very high value parts is critical to manufacturing processes. These machines, thermal compensation, control of the growth, scales, which gives you feedback to your control, which it makes you be able to maintain tolerances over long periods of time. All of these things are massively, massively important when you're trying to machine to tight tolerances over long periods of time.
And linear motors and scales play also a big part in this, do they, Paul?
They do. I mean, I got involved in linear motors 2 or 3 decades ago with a machine tool manufacturer that I used to work for, and they've come on leaps and bounds since then, because in the early days there was quite a few issues with heat, there was quite a few issues with reliability, but these days they're few and far between. The linear motor technology is really about increasing speed, reducing the wear on a machine, because it is driven by that motor as said. So it's a technology which now is well proven and is great for high precision machining.
Paul, it's been an absolute pleasure for me. I just love the fact that these machine tools are built around a component rather than being a generic machine tool. So if you're a manufacturer of a certain part, such as a blade, blisk, which we've mentioned, definitely I would strongly recommend that you get in touch with Leader CNC Technologies. Thanks, Paul.
Thank you.